Okay, guys, this is Salah. Number 6, we write of imoto likely.
Okay.
Okay, guys, sing number 7. Zubandro kule mic. Okay, guys, sing number 7. That's a residential accommodation. Peter was living in one of his employers' 3-roomed houses up to 31 December 2018. The house is unfurnished and he had to pay for his own power consumption. Peter's remuneration proxy was 230,000. Remember, with residential accommodation, an employer unikeza u-employee indawo yokuhlala either for free noma akhokhe i-rent encane kunalena ekhokhwa abanye. So thina ukuze sizokwazi ukudetermine i-taxable benefits, kumele siqale si-check ukuthi i-apartment leyo is it owned by u-employer noma u-employer naye uyiqashisile akusiyona yakhe. So if it is owned by u-employer, we use i-formula le it's A minus B times C over 100 times D over 12. Sizokwazi ukudetermine i-benefits taxable. But uma kuwukuthi i-apartment is owned by uma kuwukuthi it's owned by another person, not employer uyiqashisile, fike si-calculate i-taxable benefit using i-formula, siphinde si-calculate nama-rent akawakhokhayo employer. Then the lesser amount between i-taxable benefits esizoyithola from calculating nge-formula, so bese si-comparisha nama-rentals akawakhokhayo. Then the lesser amount between the two iyona eba taxable benefits. So in this case, utsheliwe kwathiwa le apartment lena iya employer, shuthi sizosebenzisa i-formula. Formula, its taxable benefits is equals to open brackets A minus B times C over 100 times D over 12. So remember lapha ku A, ukuthi A it's our remuneration proxy, B it's 83,100, C it's a quantity of 17, 18 or 19, then D it's actually number of months occupying ngayo i-apartment employee wethu. So lapha ku A kuyenzeka sometimes sibale, kuyenzeka sometimes sinikezwe i-remuneration proxy. So in this case sinikezwe kwathiwa it's 230,000. Our remuneration proxy is 230,000. Remember lapha ku B it's 83,100 or nil. Kuyenzeka sometimes kuba unil, kuyenzeka sometimes ususa 83,100. 83,000 sususa kumuntu ongekho connected to i-property ahlala kuyona. Kuyenzeka sometimes uthole ukuthi u-employee no-employer bane-relationship mhlampe bashare noma yes bashare ama-profits a-earn-wa yileyo apartment ahlala kuyona. Uthole ukuthi naye u-earn-a a certain portion. So for abantu abakanjalo asu-minus u-83,100 kuba u-0. But in this case u-employee lona akahlangene ne-property, ayikho into emhlanganisa ne-property. Sizo-minus-a u-83,100. Then u-C, it's a quantity of 17, 18 or 19. Kuwu-17 uma kuwukuthi i-room ahlala kuyona it's less than u-4 room. Even if kuthiwa inawo ugesi or i-furniture, gonna use u-17. If it's an apartment enama-rooms are less than u-4 room, we use u-17. If it's 4 room and above, ukhona at least one between i-furniture nogesi, we use 18. Uma kuwukuthi it's a room enama-room awu-4 and above and khona yonke into endlini, gesi ne-furniture, we use u-19. So in this case, sizosebenzisa which quantity? Between 17, 18 and 19. So Peter was living in one of his employees' 3-roomed houses. So since ku-3 rooms, sizosebenzisa bani? U-17 rand. I mean, u-17. So the house is unfurnished and he had to pay for his own. Look, akusekho important. Ngobani? Sisibonile ukuthi okay, i-room it's less than 4 rooms, so sizosebenzisa 18. We use 18 if it's 4 room and above, kukhona at least one between the two, ugesi ne-furniture. Then if kukhona konke and i-room iwu-4 room and above, we're gonna use u-19. Then how many months? Peter was living in one of his employees' 3-roomed houses up to 31 December 2018. So uyithole kuqala unyaka wagcina ukuhlala khona ngo-31 December. How many months?
10 months.
Okay, 10 months. Which we will multiply by 17 over 100 times 10 over 12. How much do we get?
$20,810.
20,810. So this is our taxable benefits. Uma kuwukuthi, 3,
83.
83. Okay, so round off kuwu-20,810. Uma kuwukuthi u-employee kukhona i-rent ayikhokhayo, ubusuyi-minus-a laphaya ku-20,810. So in this case ngoba ayikho i-rent ayikhokhayo futhi ayikho i-consideration ngamanye amazwi, i-taxable benefits yakhe, you see ayikho information ekhuluma nge-consideration noma i-rent akayikhokhayo. So i-taxable benefits yethu izoba u-20,810. I hope siyabona sonke. Khona nombuzo? Okay. So number 8, Peter receives 800 rand per month to entertain clients. During the year, he spent 8,000 on entertaining clients. So if something is an entertainment allowance, it's allowance for employee receive from his employer for ukuthi entertain ama-clients. Nike nibone nani kuma-TV uma kuwukuthi mhlawumbe u-boss khona into asabhizi ngayo, then kuzoqhamuka engabe i-manager engabe yini noma i-receptionist azame ukuthi a-entertain lelo client lelo while esabhizi. Umuntu kahle kahle asuke eze kuyena. So there is an allowance for that. So uPeter received 800 rand per month to entertain clients. During the year, he spent 8,000 on entertaining clients. So nakhona futhi, you start by calculating value entertainment allowance received. You receive 800 per month angithi. So if it's for a year, imalini akayireceivayo?
9,600.
So per year you receive an entertainment allowance of 9,000. Then watshelwa kwathiwa
600.
for 10.
9,600.
Okay, thank you. Then per year utsheliwe kwathiwa uspende u-8,000 on entertaining clients. So ukuze sizokwazi ukuthola the taxable benefits, we'll have to minus ama-entertainment expenses incurred aka-8,000. Ngeke ngize ngibhale ngesisithi. Okay, sizominaza ama-expenses a-incurrile kabani? Ka-8,000 to get a taxable benefits. Futhi our taxable benefits is equals to 1,600. Ngiyomayinaza loya 1,000, it's negative. I hope you understand that, guys. It's an entertainment allowance. Yeah, wabali veli yawo wonke okay. If you receive 800 per month, futhi for a year uthola 9,600. Then during the year, he only incurred ama-entertainment expenses alingana 8,000. Shuthi leya 1,600 udlile. Kumele simtaxe kuwona. I hope akekho nombuzo. Uma ekhona ngicela avele. Okay. Then on number 9, Clothing Limited runs a cafeteria for their staff. On average, Peter has meal there twice a day, 2 days a week, 4 weeks a year. He saves approximately 10 rand per meal compared to what he would have paid had he eaten at a public restaurant. Okay, uma kwenzeka uhlangana nesingisi esikanje, uma wabona igama nje elithi cafeteria noma lithi canteen, sengiyaniqinisa-ke manje, for i-staff, uma ubona i-cafeteria nje ne-staff, ukwazi ukuthi lapho kumele ukhulume isingisi kuphela, awuzukubala lutho. Remember ukuthi, okay, this is meals and refreshments, one of ama-fringe benefits. If i-employee idla a certain meal kwi-cafeteria ye-staff emsebenzini, they're saying aka-tax-wa kuleyo meal leyo ukuthi okay, uthenge ngemali engaka noma uthole imali engaka ukuthi ayothenga khona, noma bekuthiwa ebethenga kwenye indawo bezokhokha malini. If ubona into kanjalo ukwazi ukuthi asizukuyibala i-taxable benefits, ayikho i-taxable benefits uma kuwukuthi u-employee udla a certain meal kwi-cafeteria ye-staff esemsebenzini. Isho njalo i-exception yama-meals and refreshments. I'm not sure about the page. If a cafeteria is situated inside the business premises and yama staff members, ayizukuba khona i-taxable benefits to any employee ezodla a certain meal khona. Noma ngabe kuthiwa utsheliwe ukuthi ebezokhokha imali engaka, sonke lesa sigisi lesa, they were just trying to confuse you. Kuyezwakala, guys? Okay. I don't know if, but khona ngabasendela i-memo for this test engangithe ngicela niyibhale, abanye benu bangakhona ukuyibhala. Lapha number 9, ayikho i-taxable benefits, it's an exception yama-meals and refreshments. Ukuthi na if an employee udla a certain meal kwi-cafeteria esekampanini asebenza kuyona. Noma bekuthiwa utshele ukuthi malini bezoyikhokha bekuthiwe bengadli khona, ayikho i-taxable benefit asimcalculate lowo muntu loyo ngoba usuke edle kwi-cafeteria vele ekhandelwe abasebenzi. So that's number 9. Then number 10, number 10, it's a long-term service award to a due to a person's great contribution during the 12 years that he was employed by Clothing Limited. They decided to give him a leather jacket valued at 7,000 and was currently selling for 6,500 as a long-term service award. Remember, a long-term service award kusuke initial unbroken period of not less than 15 years or subsequent period of not less than 10 years. So when ulindele not less than 15, no not less than 10. So ibala kanjani taxable benefits? Uthi market value minus cost price minus exemption, noma ukuthi cost price minus exemption yakhona, which is 5,000. Uma kuwukuthi cost price yaleyo award akayitholile i-exceed u-5,000 or minus u-5,000. So it's either subtract u-5,000 noma subtract cost price. As no man understand yini. So in this case, it's a 12 years period ebeyisebenza. So it forms part of a long-term service award. Then they gave him a leather jacket valued at 7,000, but it was currently selling for 6,500. So iyiphi market value between the two? Is it 7 or 6.5? Basakhona kodwa abantu noma ngikhuluma ngedwa.
I think it's 6.5.
So uthatha i-market value yakho, which is 6,500, minus i-cost price. Uma ingekho i-cost price, if ikhona i-cost price, yenza sure ukuthi it's less than 5,000. If it's more than 5,000, minus 5,000 is standard exemption. So if ingekho i-cost price, you're gonna subtract i-exemption eqondene nama long-term service award ewubani ewu-5,000 ukuze uzokwazi ukuthola i-taxable benefit. Bekuthiwa besinikezwe i-cost price, for instance, bethiwa ibiwu-3,000, besizomayinaza yona ku-6.5. Uma kuwukuthi i-cost price, let's just say beku-6,000, besizomayinaza 5,000 oyi-exemption. So it's either subtract i-cost price noma subtract leya exemption. If ukuthi unikezwe i-cost price, unga-subtract i-cost price above exemption. If less than exemption, it's okay ukuthi uyi-subtract. If unganikezwanga cost price at all, uzomayinaza i-exemption. So your taxable benefit will be 1.5. Taxable benefits or taxable portion, it's up to you to funa ukubiza kanjani. So that was all required. Number 1 is to calculate a taxable portion. Ngaphambi kokuthi sidlulele number 2, ukhona onombuzo. Okay, I assume both you guys are okay. So let's move to requirement number 2. For requirement number 2, to calculate and conclude on the amount Peter will be able to deduct in respect of pension fund contributions. Nikhumbule guys, steps to calculate a pension fund deduction. Into yokuqala nje oyenzayo, we determine the total sum pension fund contributions. I assume ukuthi wonke umuntu uyayazi le. Mangama, how much was contributed to your pension fund? Remember, a contribution employer near employee. Nansi information yethu number 1. Peter contributed 30,000 to a pension fund. In respect of current contributions, employer contributed 15,000. Shoots in total, it's 45,000 who contribute him. That's the first step. Ukuthola the total contributions that were made to a pension fund. Then uzokwazi ukuthola i-deduction. Or saying kulo 45,000 lo, i-deduction esingakhona ukuthi siyi-deduct lapha ku-taxable income framework i-limited to u-350,000 or u-27.5% of the higher of remuneration taxable income. Kahle kahle limit yakho, it's the lesser amount between u-350,000 no-27.5% we-amount enkulu between i-remuneration nani taxable income. Taxable income yakho, bathe how much is the taxable income of 400,000? Bese bekubalele. Sometimes you have to calculate it for yourself. I-remuneration kuthiwa i-300,000. Then the higher amount you have to calculate 27.5%. And the higher amount between taxable income and remuneration, it's the taxable income. Then your total 27.5%, it's 110,000. Then out of lawyer 45 lawyer for contributions, the only amount is not with the data is limited to 110,000 or 27.5% while using measures over to taxable income and remuneration no by 350,000. It's limited A to out to. It's the lesser of 350 or 27.5%. Yipi imali encane 810,000. My limits now. So encane between the two iyona eba final limit ubani 110. So indlela engasho ngayo ke ngayibona ngathi izoba simple. Nathi if ama-contributions akho less than i-limit, it's the lesser amount between 350 and 27.5% of the high of taxable income and remuneration. So in this case, it's 350 no 110 or 27.5% wemali enkulu between lezi zoyi-two. Ngathi if ama-contributions are less than i-limit, they are fully deductible. But if ama-contributions engaphezu kwe-limits, we only deduct i-limits as a pension fund deduction. So lapha ku-taxable income yakho, ku-taxable income framework, sorry, your pension fund deduction is going to be 45,000. Angazi noma sisahambisana yini. Should say ama-contributions kaPeter, they are fully deductible.
Okay.
So I understand that, guys. Okay, should sihambe sana. Kusele one question if I'm not mistaken. The last question we have, it's question 2. Ikhuluma ngoTom noJerry. Tom is a resident, then uJerry is a non-resident. So remember, ukuthi ama-residents, they are taxed on their worldwide receipts and accruals. Then ama-non-residents, they are taxed from ama-receipts that are from a source within la South Africa. So required laphayana, Tiwa calculates Tom's taxable income for the 2020 of assessment, as it calculates Jerry's taxable income for the 2020 year of assessment. Then number 3 speaks about the withholding tax, which is something nabanye. I did mention it last week at the sneak class. Okay. So uTom une-35 and utsheliwe kuthiwa uyi-resident in the Republic of South Africa. So remember, we calculated taxable income, we use in a framework. Gross income minus exempt minus my deductions. This is tola taxable income. So laphaya, utsheliwe kuthiwa the following information is applicable to the 2020 of assessment. Net royalties and from abroad. Nayo for 40,000, interest on overseas bank account 15,000, retained from a fixed property collective investment 20,700, directors fees received from a non-resident company. So remember, since ama-residents are taxed on their worldwide receipts and accruals. So whatever income oyibonayo any ngisho kuthiwa income ayithole from abroad or any other country or an overseas bank account, kumele wazi ukuthi as long as income aka-enile, it doesn't matter ukuthi we-ene from which country, as long as a resident sizomtaxa kuyona yonke i-income akazoyithola. So if usucalculate taxable income yakhe, this was 2 point, it was question 1.2 question 1. So now sifuna ucalculate i-taxable income kaTom. Tom's taxable income. Running out of time. Okay, so sifuna ucalculate i-taxable income yaTom. The first step is gross income. Then from gross income, zobe usu-add wonke ama-income. So in this case, deliver to uyi-resident. So ngoba uyi-resident, yonke leya mali leya izongena kwi-gross income yakhe. 40,000 wama-net royalties, interest 15,000. Remember, it's a foreign interest. Your 15,000 in return from a fixed property collective investment. Kusai interest in account 20,700. Directors fees received from a non-resident company 30,000. So all those amounts azongena kwi-gross income. In total, kuzobe malini? Ngizama ukucoverisha isikhathi. 40,000 plus 15,000 plus 20,700 plus 30,000 kuzoba 105,700 in total. Konke kuzongena kwi-gross income. From lama amount of 4, ikhona yini ezoba exempt. Remember my exemptions that are available for ama-residents, local dividends, foreign dividends, none. It's only local dividends and foreign dividends that are exempting it. The interest exemption, Leo 23,800. None. So unai interest, unawama dividends. I-interest ekhona it's a foreign interest angisigazi nabo. So kwi-gross income yakhe kuzongena ama-royalties ka-40,000, kungene i-foreign interest e-15,000, then i-return from fixed property it's 20,700, and then ama-directors fees received wenza ama-service rendered for kwenye i-country engaphandle wasehola ama-directors 30,000. So yonke leyo income leyo izongena kwi-gross income yakhe. Akanawo ama-dividends both local and foreign awekho. Akanayo i-interest income ayitholile eSouth Africa. So ayikho i-exemption akazoyithola. Remember i-foreign interest leya ka-15,000 ayikho exempt. So bese kwenza kanjani? Gross income sofaka wonke ama-incomes masephelele awu-105,000 minus exempt income. Ayikho i-income exempt. I-foreign interest is not exempt. Akanawo ama-dividends whether local or foreign awekho womabili. So our exempt income is nil. Shuthi taxable income yakhe izolingana ne-gross income, which is 105,700. Niyabona guys? Bese ngikhuluma ngedwa nje Jesu. Nisakhona?
Tax
Okay, so now uJerry non-resident. So now Tina will only be taxing our incomes akawuthole from a source that is within the Republic. So now uJerry na 40 is not and has never been an ordinary resident in the Republic. Okay, he has business interest. For now. So the following information is applicable for the 2020 of assessment. Gross royalties end on 1 February 2020 for the use in the Republic of his patient, which was developed abroad. Taxable profits from Republic business activities, net taxable rentals, house in New Zealand, house in Durban, income from his SA fixed property collective investment. Okay, we will only tax non-residents kuma incomes abawatole from a source that is within the Republic. Remember, royalties, it's either it's an intellectual knowledge, noma a patient, noma a copyright. So in this case, uJerry une-patient yakhe wayidevelopha abroad but isetshenziswa kephi eSouth Africa. So for the fact yokuthi kune-income akayithole from a South African source ngenkathi isebenzisa i-patient yakhe, sizomtaxa kuleyo income. This 50,000 is from a South African source ngobani i-patient le isetshenziswa eSouth Africa. It is used in the Republic. Noma bekuthiwa developed abroad, but ngoba isetshenziswe la eSouth Africa izoba taxable futhi kahle kahle i-true source ila eSouth Africa. Shuthi on i-gross income yakhe sizofaka lo 50,000. Then taxable profits from Republic business activities, lokho kusobala-ke ama-business activities akhe ala eSouth Africa. So ama-profits akazowa-earna since ela ama-business akhe eSouth Africa izomtaxa kwi-profits akazoyithola. Net taxable rentals. Ama-rentals lawa endlula ese-New Zealand asizukumtaxa kuwona ngoba this house is situated in New Zealand. But for ama-rentals akazowathola for le ndlu ela eDurban since ila eSouth Africa zizomtaxa kulawa ama-rentals kabani ka-20,000. Nansi enye income futhi uyithole from an SA fixed property. Nayo futhi it will form part of i-gross income yakhe. Shuthi kwi-gross income kaJerry we're expecting u-50,000 plus u-100,000 plus u-40,000 plus u-8,000, 20,000, sorry, not 40,000 Lezo 8,000. Loya 20,000, loya 40,000 lo bazomtaxa eNew Zealand. So i-gross income yakhe mawu-add-a wonke lawa amounts, it should give you 178,000.
178.
Ama-non-residents, they also qualify for ama-exemptions afanayo nawama-natural persons, but only if ibekade physically present la eSouth Africa noma ane-permanent establishment. So in this case, ubetsheliwe ukuthi unama-business interest. Utsheliwe ukuthi unama-business interest la eSouth Africa. So uma kuwukuthi ukhona i-interest, in this case ayikho i-interest, akayitholile i-interest income. Bekuthiwa ibikhona i-interest income yakhe bezoqualifya for ini i-exemption ya-23,800 ngoba under 65. But in this case ayikho i-interest akayitholile. Ayikho-ke into esizom-exemptela yona. So i-gross income yakhe izoba 178 ne-taxable income yakhe izoba 178. I-withholding tax, which is question 2.3, it forms part of chapter 7 lo esingakawenzi. But lokho kunye khona lokho esikwenze la. Khona onombuzo? Hey guys, khona lokho ebengifuna sikwenze sesikwenze konke. Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi ku-possible yini ukuthi sibe ne-contact class ye-accounting kusasa noma Thursday? Noma nayo kumele siyenze online?
Nabe ngicela ukuthi be-contact, angazi kodwa abanye bathini.
Okay, ngoba i-meeting isiyaphela, ngisacela ukuthi si-discuss-e ku-WhatsApp ukuthi somisa kanjani ngayo. Nabanemibuzo, ingibuze ku-WhatsApp.